Hey students, hello, welcome back to your online class. As I said that the last portion I will finish, and last day I finished the video of chapter 3, the Shepherd's Treasure, with a question. What was the question? Let's see. Now the king was angry. He thundered, "Why do you always carry that iron chest with you? What does it contain?" Means the king was very much furious, and he also wanted to know that what was inside the chest, that the shepherd was always carrying it with him. Then what I said, definitely being a wise man, definitely the shepherd will give the answer. Let's see what is there now. So from here to today's lesson is starting from here. Whenever you will watch the video, as I always say that keep your book with you, with yourself, so that you can just follow me. Okay, now let's see. The governor smiled. He asked his servant to bring in the chest. How eagerly the people standing around waited for the shepherd to find out. So telling that after getting the instruction from the king, the shepherd now began the governor. The shepherd or the governor asked his servant to bring the chest inside, and the people, those who are standing around, they were eagerly, means there was a eagerly means strong desire to see what is inside the chest. Now, but how great was their astonishment, and even of the king himself, when the chest was opened. Means all of them were remain in amazement. They were in surprise to see when it was just taken inside. What happened? That they all were so in amazement, so in astonished, or you can say surprise also. No gold, no silver, or no jewels, but an old blanket was all that came out. Now you can understand, from there only came out an old blanket. There was no gold, no silver, nothing else. So, holding it up, go to the next page. Holding it up proudly, the shepherd said, "This, my dear master, is my only treasure. I always carry it with me." The shepherd said proudly. He was very, very proud to carry it. Now why? He said, "This is the only treasure I have. This is my only treasure. I have no gold, no silver, but this is my only treasure." Now how an old blanket can be the treasure? Let's see. "But why do you carry such an ordinary blanket with you?" Definitely the king is also asking the same question. "Surely you are the governor of the district. You are the governor of the district. So why are you carrying an old blanket with you? What is the reason? You are not poor. You are quite rich. So why? What is the need of this blanket?" Then see what answer he is giving. The king asked this thing, to which the shepherd replied with quiet dignity. Means when the king asked this question with all the nobility or the dignity, the similar meaning all are, so the shepherd replied, quote unquote, "This blanket is my oldest friend. It will still protect me if at any time your majesty should wish to take away my new clothes." Means how wise he is, and a very humble person. He said that if I'm appointed as a governor of a small district, it can happen that your majesty, means he's saying the king, that if you ever wish to take away the district from me, I will no longer be the governor of the district. Then what will be my position? Then this old blanket will be with me to protect me. Clear? How wise man. And it's not about wise, how humble the person is, that whenever you are getting a new thing, but it doesn't mean that you will forget what actually you are. You can get back to the similar condition again. He was just doing the same thing. Okay, the last stanza. How pleased the king was and how embarrassed the jealous governors became to hear the wise man's reply. When everyone heard the answer of the shepherd, the king was very much pleased, means happy and satisfied. Pleased means happy and satisfied with the reply and the mentality or the emotion or the thinking thoughts of the shepherd. But the jealous governor, what about the jealous governor who used to spread the rumors about the shepherds for a long time and different kind? They all remain embarrassed. Okay, so they all were actually humiliated. They all were in shame due to the answer of the shepherd, because this they haven't done the proper thing. Out of their jealousy they have done these things. Okay, now they knew that the shepherd was indeed the humblest and the wisest man in the land. And now, along with the king, the governors also knew that he actually, indeed, definitely, without any doubt, he is the humblest, means most humble, or you can say that noble, most noblest person in the world, or the respectful person in the world, and the sorry, not in the world, on that land. On that land means in Iran. And wisest also, definitely. From the beginning we have heard these words for so many time, and you can understand the superlative degree is used here. The king made him the governor of a much bigger district that very day. That very means the same day. After hearing this, maybe in the same place, he declared that he is now the governor of a bigger district. At first, he was chosen to be a governor of a small district, but because he was that was for the first time, so now he was appointed as a governor of the bigger district. So you can understand by this that this is an Indian folktale means there is nothing written. This is an old age old or ancient thing that is from people to people, generation to generation. The stories narrated motion, verbally or orally, they are just telling others. There is nothing much. Okay, so if you are humble, if you are just if you are quite okay with your soul, if you are noble, you can maintain your dignity, your position, that is the best thing. If you ever get any chance to get something big, to get something new, don't think who actually you are, okay? Because whenever you will you should keep in mind, otherwise after getting so many things, there is a possibility that you can lose the thing one state. Then what will happen after? If you lost it, then what will happen? You have to come back to your own position, so you never forget your own position and dignity. This is all about the story. So the story was very interesting, and definitely that gives you a good moral lesson. Okay, so now what you have to do, your work is to read, as I'm telling, read the whole story. And if you have noticed, then for few words I have given 2 or 3 meanings also, I have said in between. Just like when I said the word mule, okay, the female horse or the male donkey, that can be okay. Then meager meal in the next page number 8, meager meal, lacking in, or lacking in quality or inadequate food, quality and quantity both are less, these things. Then after that, humble, I said that is that can be polite also, polite, respectable, noble, so many things. Then there is humble means then there is fame. Fame means popularity. Sympathy, compassionate, then support. So many things are there, similar meaning. whenever I will give you MCQ question, I can put words there, and you have to find out whether all are correct or anything is wrong there, or you have to choose the particular one. So don't forget, when you are listening the you are actually watching the video, now if possible note down the words, just underline the word and keep a note beside the word that these are the similar meaning of the word. Okay. And treasure means definitely wealth, you know that very well. Mockingly I said that ironically, to make fun of someone or something, to make fun of something in an ironical way. Okay. Someone means called or instructed. Someone means called or instructed that to pay a visit to the king as soon as he heard the news, the shepherd. Then for as from today's portion, I have already said eagerly means a strong desire to know, to see something or to learn something. Okay. After that, astonishment, that's also I said that amazement or in surprise, both are the same. Okay. Then in the next page, if you go, then dignity can be said by you can say that nobility. Okay, dignity means nobility, that is okay. Apart from this, embarrassed, shame or humiliation means humiliated. Embarrassed means humiliated or shame. And after that, humblest, the most humble person, you can say that the noblest or the modest also the right word. Modest will be the right word for the similar meaning, modest and respectful person. So in this way, when you are watching the video, this is I'm telling that for MCQ you need the similar meaning words. So keep a note of it, the word. And definitely, apart from this, the most important thing is try to get the meaning, the lesson, the moral lesson that the story is giving you, to that you should be within you. Then you will be definitely a successful and good person in your life. Okay. So with this, we are finishing the chapter. We will come back soon with the question answer section. But before that, don't forget to learn the chapter from beginning to end. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.